Welcome back to our 20 foot by 20 foot shed project here in SketchUp for Schools. In our previous episode, we went and finished up our closet with our sliding door. And in this episode, we're going to quickly get into our front door. We've already started it with our trim in one of our previous episodes. And so now we're just going to pretty much duplicate what we did with the garage door and do it for the front door. Again, it's going to be a double door, so we're going to complete one door and then copy it over and use the scale tool in order to reverse it. So if we zoom in, I'm going to close up our outliner and zoom in here on the opposite side. So we're on the outside. We should have an 1.5 inch gap for where our door is going to be, and then our door is going to swing outwards. So I'm going to start by creating two guides, one right there and then another one right there. Let's go ahead and find the center point. So I'm going to draw a line along one of the guides, doesn't matter which. Then we're going to take our tape measure and hover over until we find that center point of that new line, which is the 2 foot 5.5 inches. So here, it doesn't really matter which. I'm going to create my door over here, and then we'll copy it over to the other side. We're going to use the exact same measurements for everything. So these are going to be 2x6s. Select our push-pull tool, bring that up. It's going to be 5.5. Let's select our selection tool using our keyboard shortcut. Triple click on this. I'm going to go ahead and erase that line there now. Triple click on this, right click, make this component. This is going to be front door underscore 2x6 underscore bottom. Select our move tool. Hit the upper corner. Move it up and place it in the upper right hand corner. Next, select our tape measure again. We're going to make sure that it is along the red axis. Make sure it's in that corner where our door is. 5.5. Select your rectangle tool, and we're simply going to go from corner to corner. If I don't lose where I'm at. There we go. Use our push-pull tool, pull that out, inference that other side. Triple click on it, make sure everything's selected, right click, and make it a component. Same thing, front door, this is again 2x6, and these are going to be the side. Take our move tool, and let's move that over. Next, we're going to take our tape measure. We need to find the center point of our 2x6 here. So 2 foot 10.25. If you're ever not sure, go in here and you can measure the top and bottom, just double check. Here we go up 2.75. and down 2.75. I'm going to bring up my outliner panel, and here in my section cut, I'm going to right click on it and go to active cut. That will turn it off. That way I don't keep scrolling behind it. Take our rectangle tool, create our rectangle, use our push-pull tool, and pull that to the other side. Triple click on it, right click, make it a component, and let's go ahead and name it like we have been. Next, this one is going to be built same as our garage door, so we do need those 1x4s centered. So we're going to center that board. We're going to go up 3/8 and down 3/8. Overall measurement should be our 3/4 of an inch. We also need to create the width of 3.5. Take our rectangle tool and draw in our rectangle. Take a push-pull tool and let's pull that up to the top, inference line. Triple click on it, right click, and make that a component. So this is a 1x4 top. Next, we're going to use the arrays. So let's go ahead and I'm going to delete my guides, move tool, bring that over. We're going to hit X. We'll try 4, X5. So it's going to be X5. Over in our outline panel, I'm going to select my 4 top pieces. Right click, let's make that a group. I'm also going to select those 3, our 2x6s, right click, and we're going to make that a group. Let's rename these. So this is going to be front door 2x6s, and this is going to be our front door 1x4s tops. Our 1x4s, we're simply going to go to the very top, click on it, hit Control. We're going to move it down. Make sure it's along the blue axis and click in that corner. Here we can rename this one. And we can rename this 1x4s underscore bottom. Lastly, let's make our cross brace. So in here, it's going to be 5.5. So 5.5, take our rectangle tool. Let's draw in a rectangle. Use our push-pull tool, inference the side there. We'll turn it into a component. name it something descriptive. Click OK. And let's go ahead and do our rotate. Go from corner. And click. Let's take our line tool, edit our component, draw along the top. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to draw along the bottom in order to go ahead and get that done. Select our push-pull tool, hover over the back side there, and that will get rid of those tops and bottom groups, or sections rather. While our guide is still there, let's go ahead and create the bottom one. We'll go ahead and rename it as our So front door 1x6 cross and bottom. Take our rotate tool, go to the very bottom, click once to set it, move up, set our 0, and let's move over and try to get as close to the. If you're ever having problems here, so I'm having a hard time getting to the green because it's going blue. If you use your arrow keys, you can use the left arrow key to make sure that it stays green. So I'm just going to come in here, set my 0 there, and bring it over a little bit closer. Set our line tool, edit component, and I'm going to just draw in my lines. Hit escape in order to deselect. And inference that backside there. So now we're going to go in here and let's group up this entire door. So select our doors using the shift or the control, right click, and we're going to make this a group. To make sure that it lines up with how the garage door is, I'm actually going to switch this around. So I'm going to take my move tool, hover over this corner, and I'm going to move this over here to this corner right here. I'm going to rename this door as front door left. Let's make a copy of this one. I'm going to drag it out here to the front, make it a little bit easier. If you select under your move tool, you hit your scale. We're going to go zoom in to the midpoint, select that middle square, drag it over to the right, type in -1, hit enter, and now we have a reverse copy of our door. Select your move tool, click on one of the corners, and let's move it back into our door frame. Here I'm going to select our rotate tool, hover over the corner, and let's just go ahead and open up that right door. I'm also going to right click on the right door, and I'm going to rename that group as right. So that finishes up our front door. We still haven't managed the handles, but we will do that in our next episode. Thank you for watching this episode. Stay tuned for more episodes in this playlist and on our channel.